I want to thank you for tuning in for Devotions, a brand new one this week. And this week we're going to be looking at a light on a dark path. Now, first thing I want to do, here's the idea of this devotion is this: going without knowing. Sometimes we just feel like we're walking in the dark. There's something God wants us to do. We have no idea how we're going to do it. I mean, you can only plan out just a little at a time. And many times, like I tell college students, you have an idea what you want to do, and you say, hey, like I want to be a teacher. And so you go to school and you go a couple years. Then all of a sudden, it leads you to another path, and you want to be an engineer. Okay, but you wouldn't have found out unless you took the first step. Going without knowing. Look with me. Hebrews 11 verse 8. Abraham's the king on this. It says, by faith, Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to a place that he was to receive as an inheritance. And he went out not knowing where he was going. Now, notice Hebrews tells us this because this isn't just for Abraham. This is also for us. Look down here, this phrase here, trust and start walking. Okay, that's it. Just start walking. Just at least go towards the light. God sometimes uses a flashlight. Okay, so I just see a little light there in the direction God wants me to go. Well, get started. That's what you do by faith. It says, we are not alone in the dark. Our path will unfold as we move. Hey, I mean this. I found this in my life, my family's life, my church life. My business life I had on the side here for years. I just make up stuff as I go. I mean, I pray, say, God, give me a plan. But sometimes your plans can only take you so far. That's okay. You don't have to know from the beginning to the very end. You just have to know the big idea of what it is God wants you to do. Look at Jeremiah 42 verse 3. That the Lord your God may show us the way we should go, and the thing we should do. Okay, so God's going to show you. He's going to guide you. He's not going to just leave you out there by yourself, but you have to take the first step. Growth of a child is they have to do things themselves. It's very, very important. Like, for example, I notice with all my grandchildren, I got all these little baby grandchildren. They're really cute. But they all do the same thing. Somewhere about a year and a half, they want to feed themselves. They don't want that spoon. But if you put the food on the spoon, they'll take it. If you put the food on the tray, they'll stick their hands in there. And I know that's all sloppy, but they want to feed themselves. That's good. But we have to do our part in order for God to bless us. Look at Isaiah 30, verse 21. Your ears shall hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. When you turn to the right or when you turn to the left, it says God, He's going to guide you every step of the way. So you have to trust in Him. You have to believe in Him. You have to pray to Him. Ask Him just to guide you step by step. Even though it looks dark, do not be afraid of the dark. Watch what the Lord's going to do. Listen, you just have to do it. That's what faith is all about, right? Just do it. The will of God can never lead you where the grace of God cannot keep you. I love that. Listen, don't worry about the future. Don't worry about what's going to happen. As long as you know the big idea that God wants you to do this, He's put this burden on your heart. You prayed about it. It's not going to be easy, and it might be a little scary, but just walk with Him and trust in Him, and He's going to bring it to pass.